right, cool kids, it's 8:45. We're all gathered here today, and if you're not one of the cool kids that want to work in manufacturing, you're free to leave right now. I'm Enrique Herrera. I'm our industry principal for manufacturing. My manufacturing background is in the automotive industry, Ford Motor Company, and my technical background is around Microsoft. But obviously the manufacturing is a keen interest of mine personally. Obviously, manufacturing is kind of on the upward trend, being almost 10% of kind of GDP in the U.S. And trending upwards, obviously getting back to 2008 levels. So this is probably an interesting time to be getting into manufacturing or getting back into manufacturing as countries are kind of onshoring again. So this is pretty cool. In terms of OSIsoft, we've traditionally been in the process industries, so chemicals and energy and oil and gas, and those guys are okay. But we're actually taking kind of lessons learned and some of the business impacts that we do in those other industries, whether it's asset health or energy or process efficiencies, and we're bringing those into the manufacturing space to take a look at kind of equipment that's specific to manufacturing. So you're gonna kind of hear a hybrid type of flavor in the manufacturing kind of discussions that we have, but you'll find them fruitful. So obviously we're learning from some of the mixed mode manufacturing, and also getting into some discrete manufacturing industries that are traditional, like the automotive sector and the aerospace and the electronics. So we've got some customers to talk about these segments that are probably not traditional to our users conference in Pi World, but I think that you'll find them quite interesting. From an agenda point of view, we've got a pretty good agenda for you. We're opening up with Danya Liu from Bloomberg to kind of give us some cross-industry perspective on some IoT trends. And after Danya, we've got Josue from Kimball Electronics, from Mexico, and in terms of kind of a quality scenario that they kind of ran into that was pretty interesting and compelling around fastening. And then I'm going to do a panel discussion on maintenance. It seems like a lot of our manufacturing friends are world-class in operations with their, X production system, but really kind of maintaining equipment is something that, could use some transformation in technology or at least some evolution there. So that's the panel discussion. We've got our friends from Bondtech and talking autoclave equipment, and with HMS, which is a partner of ours, talking about IoT sensing and some remote services. So that'll be interesting as well. And then we've got, speaking of the cool kids, we've got a friend of ours from General Atomics, an aerospace company. They're a new customer. Again, they're just kind of getting their feet wet with Pi. But I think they're cool enough to join our club. So we got Russ talking from General Atomics. We got another panel discussion, and this one's more on analytics because it's a loaded term. People talk about descriptive analytics, moving to advanced analytics, and predictive, prescriptive, AI, all that good stuff. But I'm going to quote one of our customers that would say, you don't just shove all the data in and a delicious hot dog comes out on the other end. So as disgusting as that sounds, I do like hot dogs. And then at the end, we've got a meetup. I'll be going into wardrobe change, so hoodies will be required because we will be having a little more technical discussion and be looking at exploring some use cases with you. We're really kind of more discussion amongst peers and some of our technical folk.